The lesson of the sun. The lesson of the sun. The lesson of the sun. The lesson. The sun by Stacy Day. The lesson. The sun by Stacy Day. These are mixed photos throughout my life. Choir class. Chapter 1, Boss. It was not, but is. Table of contents. The lesson, the sun. Chapter 1, Boss. Chapter 2, Survivor. Chapter 3, All I Know So Far. Chapter 4, Another Lifetime. Chapter 5, Wish You Were Here. Chapter 6, Stay. Chapter 7, Be Honest. Chapter 8, Lonely Weekend. Chapter 9, Without Fear. Chapter 1, Boss. It was not, but is. Looks like my space moved back to square one. Sitting with my headphones, and a hand with a story in my wrist. And as my wrist flicks into the pages, clicking the words for a new foundation, we blast her stereo, the inside of my radio, finding guidance in a melody. The melody of my memories, the station, was tuned to what next. I often wonder what song was playing when my grandma exited stage right. What was the song? The last song you held like a blanket of comfort. The comfort pulled over my shoulders. The musical notes covered up what was meant to be forgotten. And carrying a dream that never would be, that dream became mine. Her dream became mine. The results were in, and she was on her mission, assigned to her next generation. I sat with my brown envelope, waiting to answer her request. I avoided answering, and she whispered knowledge and ideas into my mind. Carrying around a forgotten dream, rising above the fears of becoming her. I was her. Fear was not the emotion. Brave to walk in the shoes of a cursed generation. Wear my pride in a job well done. My stories are told in halls of offices. Hers are told at her bars. Bars in her mind, and though we sit at the seat 2 lives apart, one a bar, one a spinning chair. She is I, and waiting for the results. The results were in. Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is never rude or selfish, does not take offense, and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in others' sins, but delights in the truth. It is ready for an excuse to trust, to hope, to endure whatever comes. I believe that is from Walk to Remember. It's Glacier, Montana. Write albums to follow her life. Years the beats don't chase. Years the melodies rap, and each dial sings my dream. The assignment was accepted. Years I spent in words, lacking a page to print. The dream bloomed. The page wasn't about printing. The words aren't meant to be understood. It's just a day on a calendar. And you look outside, and the sun isn't shining. There isn't a shiver up your spine, reminding you of a familiar story. The songs ring around the world, the impact of my voice being heard. It's not always understood fully. I dreamed it. It became reality. The sky opened and dumped all of my dreams on me, singing me my piece. Love stories, each love of my life, they reminded me of all that I am. Each day, each year, the melodies melted into the never ending dream. And I want love. I want affection, and I will enjoy the fruits of a labored journey. The writing both now and then, back to the future. The dreams fall back and then repeat now. Opening dream was reminding Opening dream was remembering when I was a kid. Those stories are my every motive. Then all at once, one mittens and the mind opens. The dream when I was a kid. Each day, a new world found me as a kid. Kid I was never. A little adult trying to make the best, trying to, a little adult trying her best to make anyone proud. Carrying with me a journal and a pen, and documenting my life, both sad and happy, scripting notes and honorable mentions, and getting every last thought wrote. Years passed and days turned. Tonight, and the day was done, and the sun curled up into its moon, waited to be read to, find a space to talk less and smile more. The dream, when I was a kid. Each night when I was a kid, Gail came to me. Each night a new story. She wrote the story she couldn't finish, finding her words inside of works, the angel overlooking the design of my life. I sat patiently waiting for a new lesson. January 2024. I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. This is year 4 of knowing but denying it, pushing away what I thought would ruin my life. What was ruining my life, not getting the help I needed. My face and muscles are exhausted. My mind has nothing but time to rest. And each day and night, I go to where I find comfort. A lost mind found its way back. And when and who is not as important to how it makes me feel. That's the point of all these words. All these words are nonsense. I find myself, find my feelings, find my stories, and find my lost mind. And then all at once, the familiar friend smiles. Here I am. The end.